Hi Max, I decided to give you a video reply to your request and demonstrate you two solutions that can be implemented in order to cover the workflow you require. So let's start with the first option. So the first option is regular Caspio report where you see one record per page, and you can surf through records one by one using navigation menu, and you can edit these records one by one using this checkbox and edit button where you input the rankings and click highlight, then you click update, and then you just surf to the next record and repeat. If this type of the workflow fits you, I'm gonna show you really quick how you can do that with Caspio. I already created this report, so I click edit. You can start with a new data page. I click edit, and please consider creating not the form but click reports and choose the gallery type of data page. You click next. By default, it has chosen the data source as the table where you store your records. Then you choose filter data based on predefined criteria. That actually allows you to avoid creating the search form before search interface before report. And I click next, and I choose no fields for data filtering, so the report will be displayed with no search forms. Then I go next, and on my result page I want to have all fields, and I click next. And here please pay attention on this screen. You choose bulk edit. This bulk edit options allows you to update records one by one or in bulk. Then you click next. Then you click next, and please pay attention that all these fields that you want to display only, from this drop down menu choose not text fields but display only option. And only two last fields as rankings, choose as a text field and highlight as you mentioned in your screencast checkbox. Then you click next, and here it's important to understand. So if I want to have one record per page, and then to be able to search through them one by one, I put here in records per page, one record per page, and I can actually, that looks like that. And if I want, for example, like four of them, I'm gonna show in the preview, that will be displayed as tiles on the screen. Maybe that will be more convenient if, for example, four records fits your screen. You can have four, but if you want to have one, please consider having only one record per page. You click next. I don't want any detail page. Then I click finish, and the result is our report where I can go through the records one by one, and I'm able to edit all of them one by one. This is the first option. I'm gonna go back to my table. I want just to clean some data so that will be the demonstration more interactive. These are records from our previous submissions. So this is the second type of the report. It displays records one by one, just names, and if I click details, I have an option to update records one by one, adding rankings and highlighting, and upon the update it jumps to the next record and I can update the next record, or I just can surf through the records using these arrows, or I can get back to all the list. But the idea is of the workflow is when you update records one by one, the system jumps to the next record and the next one. So the workflow probably can be convenient for person who has to deal with numerous records. And now I'm gonna show you how you can build this type of report. So I go to Caspio data pages. I already create one, so I click edit and I go choose reports and I choose the list type of the report. The list actually looks like this is actually our list data page. Then I click next. The same, I filter data, but I don't choose any fields for filtering, so that this is a report. And result page, this is our result page. I want to only names to be displayed here, so I choose select as a selected field only the full name and I go next. I don't put any bulk edit or any other feature here. Go to the next, and here I can have like 25 records per page, or that can be defined by the user. It's really up to you. And here important to choose enable details page, and then we go to the next screen. It's configuring detail page fields. I want to have all the fields on my details page, and I click next. Here is the same procedure as I showed you before. These fields only displayed, and two last fields like highlights and rankings are checkboxes. For example, if I want to checkbox for the highlight, I can input the value yes, not just Y, but and the rankings as a text field. And here is an important option. You can these are options for the details page. For example, when I update this record, I can choose what has to be done next. So I want to navigate to the next previous record. I can also add delete record option, but probably that's not the case for now. Then I click next, and this screen offers me to choose the option what to do after the record update. So this screen offers to add the navigation through the records, date back this navigation, and this screen actually set up what system has to do after submitting the record. So you can choose the same form, and if you choose the same form, you update the record and then you jump to the next one manually. And if you want to automate the process, you just choose go to the next record after record update. Or you can set up the display the message or go into the data page. You can uh, add some acknowledgement emails and notification email to the admin, for example, and then I click finish. And this is how we got this type of report. We'll send these two links to your email so that you'll be able to play around with that. And if you have more questions, please address it to me. I'll be glad to assist.